Hello grapplers! Today we're gonna talk not technically about tech that I have, more like something I was inspired by a player. Who that player is? Kobayan, a player from Japan. He obviously plays Zangief, but he's been doing something that I think is very useful for all of us Zangief players, and it's something we need to analyze. Let's watch the first clip. It's a very short clip. I have it right here, prepared for you guys. At this moment, Zangief is hitting this Kimberly with standing light punch. Dry rush, standing light punch, right? That is interesting, what happened there. He went for Headbutt, and you might be thinking, why Headbutt? That is so strange. And certainly he got punished by it. Spoiler alert, he won that match. We have another clip right here. He went for crouching medium punch after the drive rush into Headbutt. Kobayan's set play revolves around frame trapping from drive rush into Headbutt. What's the best idea to set up a Headbutt with enough frames for you to either win or trade against a 4-framer, which is the button that is the fastest in the game, and every character has a 4-framer. They don't want me to tell you the truth. So okay, how do you do this? And I also saw him doing this, so it's not my tech. Drive rush, crouching light punch. As you know, it's plus 10 on hit. Headbutt is 4 frames. That means you can trade with a 4-framer. And what happens if you trade? You are plus 10 after the headbutt trade with the 4-framer. That is a lot of frames that are on the table for Zangief. So that is pretty strong. You can easily confirm the trade into Hell Stab or Super 2, crouching medium punch Super 2, Hell Stab Super 2, or you can even go for another trade. Now you might be thinking, okay, what happens if they jump after the crouching light punch? Because they might not want to press buttons, right? Makes sense. You catch the jump and also the backdash. If you go for the headbutt, they cannot press a button, jump, or backdash. What can they do then? They need to either use a reversal or perfect parry it. Because if they block it, regular block, so the Oki continues for you. And, well, we don't have to go in depth about the options you have after headbutt, on block and on hit. Just as a really quick refresher, crouching light kick into standing light punch is a true combo. And if you want to frame trap, you can use Hell Stab, or you can use SPD. If you hit the opponent with headbutt, you're plus 6. If you want to go for a throw here, you have to delay the throw a little bit. There we go. Or again, you can just... That's a proper combo, or... That is a frame trap. Also, if you get the hit, you can easily hit confirm into Lariat from headbutt. Now, what happens to the other things he was doing? Well, this is plus 6. So this is not a true option for headbutt. They can press a 4-framer here. Now what's interesting, he didn't do it on that video, but one thing that is interesting is that you can space yourself. So if you want to go for the headbutt... Now why is this so interesting? What is the big deal? The big deal is that so far Zangief, as you know, doesn't have the best light combos. You already know that. The thing with the stump setup is that you're plus 4. What if you go for the headbutt? This is significant. You have more... You do more damage. You can reset into throws because you're closer. You are plus 6, so you can delay the throw a little bit and you still can do it. And if they block it, they are still in the mix-up. This is not the only thing you can do. And this is something I've been thinking about. This is plus 10. So there are more options. So what if that is a combo plus 2? You can grab here. That is also plus 2. You can also use SPD here. So I've been thinking, what if we don't go for Lariat? Instead, try to keep the opponent closer with plus frames. So this is an idea that I think is very useful once you introduce this to your game plan. And of course, the plus 10, you can use it for something else. you can do that. Impact, right? Remember drive impact? We don't use it that often. But if we are plus 10, maybe we could, right? Obviously, the opponent can react, but still, we don't expect the drive impact to either be an option in that situation. And talking about drive impact, before I forget, wave punishing with a button going into drive impact. This has been very useful in a lot of matches when they keep me guessing, trying to dash and throw me to the corner, for example. Well, even here. Same with crouching light punch. This is very unexpected as a wave punisher. That is not the only way of setting up a trade headbutt. You can also set up the trade. Now all of this depends on what you want to do. You can perfectly just go into the regular combo. But if you want to increase your chances of higher damage, with obviously the risks involved, you can absolutely go for something like that. From here, depending on the distance, you can even use crouching medium punch. That's the idea here, to experiment with the crouching light punch drive rush. Try to be creative. Kobayan is so nuts. I've seen them going for this, which is not a frame trap, but if the opponent is really scared, you can perfectly do so. What if you do this? There's a difference of 12 frames between those two attacks, but if the opponent is scared, why not? I'm gonna probably analyze Kobayan and other Zangief players in depth in the future, so we can learn a few things from them, like this. Subscribe and support the channel with maybe a comment, maybe a like. Remember that I stream twitch.tv/Kirubu, and I hope I can see you in the next Zangief video. I have a guy over here. It's gonna be the next matchup video. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.